Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christine if you are new here, and today we are going over the Alphalete Amplify V2, which is the Terra collection. I'm so freaking excited because this is the first time we've got something new from Alphalete in so long. Like, it's literally just been like Amplify in different colors, Amplify adjustments, nothing too new or exciting, and this is really freaking exciting. So I'm excited to go over it with you guys. It's definitely not a I absolutely love and adore it type of launch. It's more of like a, there's some things that we could do better and we could improve, and we're gonna talk about that. I bought a chair for the purpose of reviews, and I'm not using my chair because I decided the floor was a great start to our day. And the launch date is September 30th at 1 PM CST, which is 12 PM Eastern time. Do have a code with Alphalete. It's code Christine. It gets you 10% off your order. And I just want to emphasize the fact that I literally would not get that code, and I wouldn't get to review these pieces for you guys if it wasn't for your support, and I'm really, really eternally grateful for it. And honestly, I still cannot comprehend the fact I get to work with Alphalete, and I'm actually going to do a giveaway for this launch. So I'm going to do my normal giveaway where you can enter if you use my code. Just send me a screenshot on Instagram and I'll enter you into the giveaway to win an Alphalete gift card. That runs every single month, and I pick the winner at the end of the month. So if you use my code for this launch, please send me a screenshot. And you can also do it at any point of the month. It doesn't just go for launch day. And then I am going to do a giveaway before launch, and that's going to be specifically in my Discord group. So if you would like to join my Discord, please send me a DM on Instagram. Discord's really fun. It's just a big girls group chat, and I give them all the behind the scenes and sneak peeks of all the clothes and answer all their questions. This color palette is very neutral. It's brown tones and like earthy tones. I think that's why it's called the Terra collection. The colors we have coming are porcelain, sand, clay, mocha, pewter, cashmere, and black. Pewter and pew, like, there's no way I can't say pew after pewter. We have Amplify shorts coming out, Amplify leggings coming out, a brand stinking new Amplify contour bra, and then we have some tees, some hoodies, and some hats. So this is like Contour Amplify, but I like to call it version 2 just because that's like what we've been calling it for so long. Amplify Contour Bra is coming in all of the colors plus white and black. So we're gonna start with white, and this white bra, you can clearly see the cup pads through it. So the cup pads are this beige color. They're not white. I don't know if having them white would make a difference. You can clearly see the cup pads through it. I posted this picture on my Instagram and I was just like, shock, because you can see through it. So I was like, I'm gonna take one for the team, and I wore it to the gym to see if I took the cup pads out, could you see my thing through it. So I went to the gym with it on in bright harsh gym lighting. I'll put a picture here, and you could not see anything through it. You could actually barely see like the nipple itself, which I was kind of shocked about because I feel like when I wear my Skims bra or anything like that with no padding at all, you can clearly see it. So it's pretty thick right here. You can definitely tell that it's double lined. Like, you can literally see the double layer there. So I don't mind it without the cup pads. With the cup pads, it's a pass for me. If you don't feel comfortable going pad free and like having a little bit of like nipple poke show through, I would definitely skip the white bra. There's so many other pretty colors you could do that you can't see the cup pads through. This bra itself is very stretchy. Like, I think I could have done an extra small in it, and I typically do an extra small in Alphalete bras. I like the extra small, but if I wanted like more support, I could do an XXS. I don't know if it would dig into my back here though. This is so stretchy. I kind of think it won't dig in, but I can't tell you because I don't have it. But personally, you can either stick to your real size or size down if you want a little bit more support. I wouldn't say it was completely unsupportive because of the extra small. I would say it was like a normal low impact bra. Like, my biggest test is when you bend over, if you can see, that's how I would know if it was like too big. My extra smalls were not doing that. The small though I did not feel that comfortable. They're super stretchy. They do have the open back right here, and I love this little design. We've been waiting for a bra like this. We have been waiting for something that is short line and is light and stretchy and not so like, I don't want to say the other bras are outdated, but it's like this is way more in style now than some of our other Alphalete bras. So I'm really, really happy with this one. It's actually my new favorite Alphalete bra, and I don't say that lightly. My one before was definitely the Surface Altitude bra. I like the Surface Limitless too because that was short. Surface Altitude was a long line, but I just really like the quality of it. I thought it was really nice. But this is my new favorite one for sure, and I got it in all the colors because I was like, she's it. This is it. It does have thick straps. It is a scoop neckline, and it is breathable and sweat wicking, and I wore it on my quad and glute day the other day, and I had no issue with it like not holding me up, but I also have smaller boobs, so that's something to keep in mind. I had no problem with support or holding me up. I didn't feel like I was like drenched in sweat. It definitely was sweat wicking, but it's also white, so it's hard to tell. There is a rib paneling across the bottom of the bra here. As you can see right there, there's the rib paneling. So it's meant to be like a little contour under the boobs. I like that it's really subtle and light because if it was any heavier than this, I think I wouldn't like it as much. But I like that it looks pretty simple to like a naked eye because it doesn't have heavy contouring on your chest. And it also is a seamless bra. So these cup pads are very thick is something I will notice. Like, these cup pads are pretty thick. I have like a crop shop boutique white bra and you cannot see the cup pads through it, and I want to know what they did differently. It's like must be a little bit thicker. They have like a mesh paneling underneath, but it's definitely something I would look into to make these cup pads not see-through, because that would be huge. It's really cute, and I am sad about it because I know a lot of girls aren't comfy in not wearing cup pads. Okay, moving on to porcelain. Here's porcelain on. So this is the size small, and I don't prefer it over the extra small. For the support of the extra small, it's just but the size I usually get, and there's a lot more support in it compared to the small. It just feels way too low support. It's definitely a low support bra. Alphalete said it was low to mid support, but and I would say that they're right, but it's more on the low side. Like, I can definitely wear this for a full workout, but I don't do HIIT workouts. I don't do sprints in the treadmill. Like, I don't think it'd be good for that at all. It's definitely not supportive enough for that. For weightlifting, it's perfect. Here is mocha. So this is an extra small. I just like love the back detail so much. Like, your back's gonna look so hot on back day in this bra. Then here is cashmere. Again, this is an extra small. And finally, here's pewter. I'm grabbing the measuring tape because we need it. There's a huge difference in the small versus the extra small in the bras, like huge. This is why I would definitely not size up in them, and I would rather you size down because of all the excess fabric. That is huge. There's like about, I can get my measuring tape out, like almost a full inch extra on the small versus the extra small. Definitely size down or stick to your true to size. I think you can do either. If you want extra support, I'd size down. If you're okay with average low support, I would stick to your normal size. All of the extra small bras seem to be consistently lining up, which is really nice. So the bras are consistently the same against the band. Okay, moving on to the Amplify contour shorts. So I actually only got 2 pairs of these because I'm upset. I'm upset that they're not bikers. I'm upset they're not 6.5 inches. I would take 7 inches. I would be so happy with bikers because these look so good on your glutes, but they're just so short, and I like don't like a super short because they roll. If it's not a biker, it's gonna roll. I can guarantee it. Like, there's no way, unless they freaking did some tight inseam here, but that's too risky. Yeah, we just need bikers, and I feel like we've said this so many times too, and we need bikers. I got them in sand and clay. Here's the issue, guys. Somehow I ordered 2 extra smalls. Am I an extra small? No. Have I worn extra smalls in the past year? No. But I was like, new collection, amazing. I'm gonna get some different sizes just to try it out and see if things fit different. I ended up with 2. I think I meant to order this one in small sand, and I got clay and sand and extra small. So I feel like I'm not the greatest critic of this for that reason, because I don't have my actual size to judge. But I will tell you this, I wore them to the gym for glute and quad day. I wore sand. And the issue I have with them is it rolled at the waist, but if something's too small for you, it's gonna roll at the waist. So that's literally my fault. I can't even blame anyone but me here, but I will put the clips of me working out on them right here. it's just like it's rolling a little, it's like squeezing me bad. It's because it's too small. Like I can't truly be like, oh my gosh, these are not working, but it's literally the size. Another thing is they did roll up really short. They did roll up on me. So these rolled from the waist and from the thighs, and that's my only thing with them. They roll. And I wish they were biker because then they wouldn't roll. Even if they were a size too small, at least they wouldn't roll from the leg. But yeah, I'm not gonna wear them just because I got the wrong size, because if you wear an Amplify legging, they tend to stretch out. So I'm just gonna stretch these babies out because I love them a lot, but maybe I'll get a small from the launch. There's no front seam on these as always. I feel like that's just a given at this point. I don't think Alphalete will ever do a front seam ever again, at least I hope not. So the new thing with these is the contour panel, and the contour panel is literally on the outside right here, and that is how it sculpts your glutes. I hope you can see that. So there's a new scrunch seam detail as well. And again, we just have the standard 3-tier waistband. This waistband is a bit higher than the last launch. Here's last launch electric purple, and here's sand, which is coming out on Saturday. So if you look right here, electric purple ends right here, sand ends right here. So there is a difference in the waistbands because this is like the older waistband. V2 isn't the updated version of the waistband. So keep that in mind. It's not like Cotton Candy Electric Purple launch. It's more like Oak Rose, that launch, because they didn't update the waistband for this one. I think it's only for future Amplify. It's planned ahead of time, so maybe this just didn't make it in the cut. I don't know, but just to keep in mind, it's the older waistband. So if you like the older waistband, you're in luck. The difference between the shorts and the leggings is the shorts don't have that like leg knee contouring, and I'm gonna get to that. And these literally just have, this is an additional contouring panel right here. So right on the side of the thigh, the outside of the thigh. There it is. So this is like right on the bottom of your thigh. It's on both sides here. And then on the back, this is like where the magic happens. It's so subtle, you can barely see it, which is what I love about it. This is where it goes around your glutes to sculpt the glutes. Ends like right about here on the thigh. Very minimal on the shorts. And this is the sand color. And as you can see, sand is marled and it's really pretty. Sand is like gorgeous. I wish I got it in the leggings and in my size, but yeah, that's sand. Moving on to clay. So clay is my least favorite color, and it's because I look naked in it. And I think it might be my fake tan. Maybe I'm a little too orange, but yeah, I look naked, so I don't like it, but it might look better on other skin tones. It just doesn't look good on me. Here's clay, and I'm gonna show you the contouring on clay so you can just see it's still super minimal. This pattern on the back to give contouring, and then this is like the actual glute contour, which is super minimal. Again, you can see it a little better when I hold it further back. It's right across the sides here, and since they did it open-ended, I feel like it will be universally look good on people versus like those weird contours to sit right under the glutes. It's like not everyone's glutes are gonna sit in the same spot, so that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Here's the squat test for clay. And here's the squat test for sand. So I wore thick dark blue thong for this. So the reason I did that is because whenever I wear a beige underwear, it's essentially squat proof because it's so light. So that's not a great test, but most of the time it's gonna pass in a beige underwear unless it's like Cotton Candy or Frozen Spring. Those Frozen Spring, or like, oh, that orange color from Revival way back 2020, that was not squat proof at all. Even in a beige underwear you could see the shadowing, but unless it's like a color like that, I think using a darker thong is going to be a true test to how sheer it is versus the beige is always going to pass. So I'm using thicker underwear here, and you can see the lines through it too because it's thick. Normally, this is not what I would wear to the gym. I would wear a seamless beige thong always. So that's like but that always works for me. So I wanted to try something different so that you could see it, and it's like worst case scenario. Like you just came home from work, you were going to the gym, you forgot to bring a spare pair of underwear. Something like that. Okay, so this little design right here on the outside, a waffle design, and I just want you to know there are little strings on the inside, which is interesting to me. So there's all these little strings, and I noticed it immediately, and I was like, you can't feel it necessarily when it's on, but it's just like, it scares me about nails like this because you could easily snag that. I was debating cutting them, but that would literally unravel the entire design, so don't do that. So be careful of the fact there's strings. Some of it is like more, like you can see they're popping out a little here. It's interesting design. And this is what we're here for, the Amplify Contour Leggings. Starting off strong with porcelain. Porcelain I got an extra small again because I wanted to try and see if I liked a different size because it is a new style coming out. And I did not like it. I actually prefer my smalls. It's just something with the waistband, it always digs in. My waist is just not in it for the extra smalls. I definitely prefer the smalls. So the main difference between this and a normal Amplify legging, like just to be simple and as basic as possible, is there's contour on it, and there's like basically a new design was added to the glute and leg portion of the legging. Otherwise, the staple is an Amplify legging. It's gonna be the 3-tiered waistband, the scrunch, no front seam, your basic Amplify legging, plus contouring. This is a bit more intricate than the shorts are because the contouring is a bit different. This is a short waffle design. It's more of like this material, but the legging waffle design, it like goes in a little bit more. Can you see the difference there? Like this is literally like more of a genuine waffle type of design. This is like, it's not a waffle necessarily, but it has the same effect of the strings on the inside. So that waffle design also has the strings, but these are a bit different. It's like a slightly different design in the short versus the leggings. I just don't know what to call that one besides a waffle because it's essentially what it's trying to do. On the back of porcelain, it's right there, and it runs all along. So this is where I think people might get like a little, it runs all along down to the thigh here. It dips right into here to contour your glutes, but then it connects down to the leg, all the way down to your kneecap. And then it comes in here, and then the waffle as well will continue all the way down the leg. And we have a little bit of contour on the front as well by your ankles. Normal scrunch, 3-tier waistband. Again, it's gonna be a bit of the older waistband. It's not the new one that's shorter. I've had a few people ask me my thoughts on the back contour, and my initial reaction is I can't feel it, so it doesn't bug me. Like, if I can feel the strings, I can't wear it. It's just like a thing. I was like, oh, can't do that. But since I cannot feel the strings and I can't feel anything on the back of my legs, I'm like, okay, it's good, it's fine. This back part here, personally, I don't see what it adds to the legging. I mean, it's not contouring anything. It's not adding anything. It's just a design. Like, this isn't contouring or helping anything, you know what I mean? Like, the glute contour is emphasizing, enhancing your glutes. That's great. I freaking love it. It makes my butt look better, and I'm happy about that. I'm poopy mad about that. But the back of the knee thing, I just don't get it. I don't know. If I could pick, I would make it more simple, because I always think simple is better. Like, that's why everyone loves the good, genuine Amplify legging, because it's simple, it's classic. These are a bit more intricate, and I just like would have loved if it was just a glute contour and nothing on the back of the legs. Personally, that's just my personal preference. Is that going to stop me from wearing them? No, because what they do for the booty makes it worth it. I could ignore it. I could ignore the glute, the weird knee contour, but I am not the biggest fan of it personally. I just don't see the point of it. It doesn't bother me though. Like, I'm indifferent to it. It's not bugging me, so I'm okay with it. A squat test in a dark blue thong, and it does pull a little bit sheer, the lightest color, so you can see the dark blue thong in it. Okay, moving on to mocha. So mocha or pewter are my favorite. I don't know which one yet. And this is my girl mocha. Mocha is nothing like the old mocha at all. They should have renamed her, but that's for a different time. That's for later in the video. Here's the front portion of the waffle. Here's the waffle down the back of the knee. The glute contour on the back of the legging, all the way down. Another thing I want to point out about these, if you had Arrow leggings from Alphalete way back, this is like the same little, like, it like looks weird. Like, it does the little thing. I don't even know what that's called. It like I think it's because of the waffle and the contour. But yeah, it's like a little funky when you pull it out of the bag. Here is the waffling with all these crazy little strings in here. But see, if there was no waffle on the back of the legging, there'd be no strings on the kneecap. Just saying. If I could do these, I would just do the glute contour and scrap the waffle on the back of the knees. Here's my squat test with Mocha. Mocha passes the squat test in my opinion. I just love this brown tone. It's so pretty, and I love brown tones, and I don't know if you can tell from my nails, but I was really on theme with this launch with these nails. But I just love the brown tones. They're so beautiful, and like you cannot go wrong with a brown legging or a brown sports bra or a brown set. Just oh, and it's fall vibes. We're on theme. We're in season. It's just it right now. Okay, moving on to cashmere, and cashmere is so pretty. I love this brown too. Oh, the browns this launch, it's it. And here is the contouring. This is super subtle because it's such a dark color. Even the waffling is more subtle on cashmere because you just can't see it as much. All the way down to your ankles, you got contour and you got waffle for days. Like, they're all extremely soft leggings. The black might be the harshest one. They're super soft and they're super stretchy. Like, we can stretch all of these leggings. Stretchier than the original Amplifys too. Here's our girl Pewter. Pewter. And the contouring on this one, little bit more obvious because it's a little bit brighter. It's more of a grayish tone than a brown. It's like gray. It's in the brown family, but it's definitely gray. And here's the waffling down pewter, and then we're gonna pull out the strings on the inside too. Oh, her strings are a little tougher than the other ones. Like, I feel like they're out a little bit more. Just keep that in mind. Be careful with them. They're precious cargo. And then here's the black. The black, you really cannot see the contour at all because it's quite literally black. Here, oh, better lighting. Well, these are picking up lint really easy because they're so soft. So that soft fabric, it's giving rose oak launch. And then let's check out her waffling. Black's waffling is pretty clean. Like, some of these waffles are very, very clean, and others are, the strings are hanging out, and I don't know if that affects the legging at all because I haven't had them for long enough, but I've worn them and nothing's happened to me. Let's talk about which is the softest and which is the least soft, and honestly I feel like they all feel about the same. I'd say black is the harshest, then sand. The other ones I'm tied for, cashmere, porcelain, clay, and mocha. I just like, they all feel about the same level of softness. We're going to do a stretch test now. I don't usually do this, this is new, but since these leggings are so stretchy, I thought why not? So this is mocha. Black is definitely the least, is giving me the least resistance here. Sand, see, they're all like pretty stretchy. Pewter, pew. Oh, she's real stretchy. I feel like she might be the stretchiest one I've stretched so far. Cashmere. Cashmere is really stretchy too. I don't know, guys. They're stretchier. Clay's resisting. Black and clay so far the least stretchy. Oh, and porcelain. So I would say black, clay, and porcelain are the least stretchy. And then these are all pretty stretchy. I don't know. Out of cashmere, pewter, mocha, and sand, those are all pretty stretchy. Versus, I'll just use electric purple because she's out. Like, they're not giving as much of a stretch. She's giving more clay black than the other color. So this is a stretchier launch. So these hit me right at my ankle, and I'm 5'3", but I know they're fitting the taller girlies better too, and I think it's because they are such a stretchy legging that they can reach. I know other people have had issues with them snagging with long nails, so I definitely be careful. I haven't had that issue yet. Okay, so I got the Earth Dye Graphic Jogger, and I got it in Mudstone. So they're double brushed fleece. They have an elastic waist hem and a bottom hem. They're both elastic. They have inner mounted draw cords. They're 31 in inseam. There's 2 pocket styling. So I have some things about these joggers. I freaking saw these and I was like, this design is so cool. This is like the coolest Alphalete jogger we've gotten. Like, look at this design. So I was so excited to get them. The colors were beautiful. I get the jogger. What is that, mate? What the F is that, mate? It feels like terry. I don't like it. I thought it was gonna be thick. I thought it was gonna be thick. No, no. It's just thin. Thin ass legging. I thought it was gonna be thick and fleece and like winter vibes. Like the Essential joggers. Those are my freaking favorite joggers. I wear them all the time. Every weekend. I love those freaking joggers. Am I gonna wear these? Yes, because I don't like wasting things, and they're comfy, but they're very thin and the material's a little bit scratchy. Like, I don't know, if I had to wear this on my arm, I don't think I could because I have eczema, and certain fabrics will make my eczema flare, and I don't know, mate. I don't like them. 31 inches is nice for taller girls, and I just don't think it's worth it. The design is so sick though, so I was so upset about that. But again, stretchy. They're very stretchy because they're thinner. This is the waistband. Here are the inner drawstring cords right here. Here's the elastic cuffs at the bottom too. And again, 31 inches is really nice for some people. We've got pockets, but the pockets they feel like not nice. It feels like a t-shirt. It feels like the cotton tees, but like less soft. I don't know, because the design's so cool. Like, I'll probably wear them over my shorts or my leggings in the winter time and like around the house and stuff, but I'm still gonna wear them because they're cute design, but I wouldn't spend my money on them personally unless it was like fleece. But on better news, the hoodie, she's soft. This is the stencil hoodie. Here's the design on the front. Oh my god, that took me a hot minute to see where the E was. It's right here. It's the I. Oh, so wait, is it the I? Yeah, it's the I. Okay, I see what they did there. That's actually kind of cool. That's cool. Oh, and there's a huge version of it on the back, and I freaking love that wolf. Oh my god, and I love the tonal brown. Like, anything brown tone, I'm telling you, I'm like weak for. I'm like, yes, yes. And I'm happy to report the inside of this hoodie, she's soft as shit. Oh, it's fleece, it's nice, it's thick. Why didn't they do this with the sweatpants? I don't know. So this is an oversized hoodie, and I got a medium because I like a really big hoodie. I even would have done a large. Like, I love these big, so they're already oversized, so you could stick to your normal size. If you want it more true to size, I would size down. They're a drop shoulder style, and the logo is a raised foam, and then there is like that kangaroo pocket in the front here, and the kangaroo pocket is soft too. Like, it's this nice soft material, which is like I want for the joggers. I don't know what happened. And then the hoodie, here's the hoodie. It's like more of like the boxy hoodie versus like the softer one. I really like the brown. I really like the tonal brown vibes. And then we do have some stencil vintage caps coming, which I didn't get, but I'll put all the colors right here. We can just assume it's like any other Alphalete hat. I'm just gonna guess because I don't think they did anything crazy new with them. There are some cryptic tees coming out. I didn't get those, but they'll put them right here. It says they're an oversized fit. They are hypoallergenic and shrink free. High neck with ribbed collar and enzymed wash for broken in feel. So I'm gonna guess they're just like the cotton tees fit wise, because that's what it looks like to me. And I usually get a large in those, so that's what I would have gotten that, but I only got certain things, and I was like, I need to get the Amplify. Like, that's what this video is all about, basically. So my favorite colors from this launch is gonna be pewter or mocha. Those are just like the two that are really sticking out to me. Pewter is so different than anything we've seen before, so that's why I think I'm leaning towards pewter, but mocha is also like something we haven't seen before because it doesn't look like the old mocha. It's so unique that if you don't have it, you could get it if you're looking for something new. Between the original Amplify and V2, I still prefer the original Amplify, and the reason being is I do like the simplicity of it. I honestly think you cannot beat an OG of anything. Like, we all know that OG, like, you can't even beat that. Like, with the original, it's getting a little confused now. OG 2020 Amplify cannot be beat by the new Amplify we get now. So I honestly think V2 does not beat the original Amplifies, for the reason being that this is just a much more simple legging, and it makes you look and feel good without needing anything else involved. I definitely think V2 makes your glutes look better, but you can't mess up with original Amplify. So I'm gonna compare the last launch. We have Galactic Ocean here, and like this is nowhere near as soft a material as this. Like this is much more like, I don't want to say rough, but it's like a rougher material than this. This is really silky and soft. So keep that in mind. I freaking love silky soft Amplify. I know some people hate it. It does pick up lint a lot easier than this would. So here are two size smalls. I've worn both of these and it lines up perfectly. Like, use whatever size you got in the last Amplify for this one because these are lining up pretty nice. I lined up all the waistbands right here before I wore them, and as you can see, these are like the little tiny differences between the two. It's not too much of an inch. It's not even like a full inch or anything crazy like that, so I'd still stick to the same size for every color. For this launch overall, I would stick true to size. This is because I think they fit very similarly to the last launch. So whatever you got in the last launch, get that size in it. The same for the shorts, get whatever size you got last launch and stick to that size, because there's not like a crazy difference in sizing necessarily. It's just the added glute contour. And you can't really line these up because of the fact this scrunches. Look how much this stretches downward versus this one's not gonna give as much as this is. This keeps stretching. This is giving me resistance. So these are really stretchy and it'll be good for tall girls because you could absolutely stretch them as far down as you need to. I got a request for Chloe to be in the video here. Okay, so here's the color comparisons for Porcelain. I compared it to Blossom, Bloom, and Viola because it is more of like a pinky tone, but honestly, it pulls more into the brown family than it does into the pink family. It's like a good combo of both, but it definitely doesn't look like a pink we've had in the past. So here's a color comparison of all the browns releasing. So all the new stuff is in the middle there in hot pink, and then I have the older colors on the sides there. So Cashmere is very close to Chocolate, but it's more warm. Chocolate's more of a cool tone brown, so it's not the exact same, but you could definitely like wear Chocolate Revival Bra with this and like mix and match if you have it. And then you can see Mocha there straight in the center, and it looks nothing like either Mocha. So the first version Mocha is the OG Mocha, and the second version is like that restock they had last June. And they're all a bit different, but this is definitely like past any other Mocha. Like, it's much lighter. It does not look like another Mocha, and for that reason I wish they renamed it because it can get really confusing to have the same name for things that don't look very similar. So Sand is right below Mocha there, and I put it up against Chai, Linen, and Hazelnut. So I wouldn't say it's very similar to any of these colors. It's actually something I feel like we haven't really seen before. Like, Linen is much lighter and Hazelnut is much more yellow undertones, and Chai is also more yellow undertones. Like, Sand is like very unique, and I honestly would go for this color because of that. Like, it's not my top color. So here's V2 versus an original fit of Amplify, and honestly the contour just gives you a little extra oomph to your glutes. These are not going to be a huge difference because these pictures were not taken that far apart. It's not like a transformation picture, but as you can see there's a little difference just because of the contouring, and old Mocha and new Mocha are also compared here, and you can see they are very different. And it enhances your glutes. It makes them look a little bit better than original Amplify do. As you can see, it just gives me like a little extra lift. That illusion is from the contouring. Thank you so much for watching my video. I appreciate it so much, and I hope I helped you in any way. Please subscribe and use my code Christine at checkout for 10% off your order, and enter my giveaway because I want to thank you for helping support me and letting me keep making reviews for you guys.